National Broadcasting Company presents Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, private detective.
Walk this way, Diamond.
If I do, well, I tell my friends. Hey, this is the morgue.
Yeah, wise guy.
You should feel right at home here, Otis.
Oh.
Hello, Rick.
Hiya, Walt. What goes here?
I want you to take a look at someone. You know who this is, Rick?
Oh, the poor little devil. He was murdered, huh?
Yeah, shot. Right in the back.
And here's another exciting half hour with Richard Diamond, private detective, starring Dick Powell.
Yeah, you want something?
How do you do? Are you the manager of this little haven of rest?
A boarding house. I run it.
I heard you both times.
What do you want, huh? What do you want?
Information. Your move.
You nuts or something, huh? You nuts?
I'm looking for a girl.
What's the matter? Read the sign. It says rooms for rent. Rooms. Beat it.
You know, if you ever get around to running at 33 and a third, you'll save a lot of breath.
Smart guy, real smart guy. Now, I got to work.
Wait a minute. Now, wait. Here's $5 if you can tell me about a girl named Elaine Tanner.
For $10, I couldn't tell you a thing. Don't know her.
She lived here?
So, it's a secret from me, a secret. Now...
Here. Take a look at the snapshot. A man and a girl. Do you know the girl?
Mister, I got maybe 10, 20, 30 different people every month. They come, they go, they pay rent. That's all I care. They pay rent.
All right. Did this girl ever pay rent here?
Maybe I remember her face. I never remember no names.
Is anybody living in her room now?
Why you want to know? Huh?
Well, I'll tell you a secret, Bud. The girl is my sister. When we were little kids, my mother and father ran away from home to become acrobats in a circus. This broke up my sister, and she left, too. Now, Mama and Papa are back, and I want the whole stinking family together again so we can take the light out of the window.
Sure. For $10, maybe I'll show you her room.
All right, you're in business. Now, here's your 10.
Thanks.
The fingers are mine.
This way, down this way.
How long does she live here?
Oh, not for long, maybe 2 weeks.
Then what?
Then comes an old guy one day. Yeah, an old guy, and...
And what?
She goes away with him. And you know what else?
Yes, I know what else. The old guy was the same guy in the snapshot I showed you a minute ago. He was with a girl.
Sure. Okay, look around. She ain't any of them drawers, she ain't. Or that cupboard, she ain't.
She ain't no place. Now tell me, did she leave anything here at all?
Just junk. Newspapers, magazines, newspapers.
So she was a bookworm. Well, okay, I guess that's it. Let's go. Let's get out of here fast.
Who they shooting at?
Who's in that house next door where the shots came from?
People.
Thanks.
They're shooting at you.
Know anybody who wants to get rid of you?
Nobody. Oh, mister, please go now.
Look. Here's $20 more if you do me a favor.
I do you one favor and get shot at. Who knows what'll happen for 20, huh? Who knows?
Twice as much fun. Now, look, go through the stuff she left here.
I told you there wasn't nothing.
Well, go through it anyway. If you find anything that might give me a lead, call me up. Here's my card.
Richard Diamond, private detective. Hey, it says you're a dick.
Strictly private. Now, is it a deal?
$20 now?
There'll be more if you find something for me.
Okay. No, please beat it and don't come back here no more. Window glass costs dough.
I knew it wouldn't do me any good to look at the house where the shots came from, because whoever played me for a clay pigeon would get out fast. Now, only one person knew I was likely to visit that boarding house, the man who sent me there. And his name was Morris Clinton. Vocation, multimillionaire. Avocation, or hobby, wolf. And an old one at that. But why should he take a shot at me? Thinking like that, figured out to a heart-to-heart talk with Clinton, so I went to see him. But if he knew anything, he played it straight.
Shoot at you? But that's ridiculous.
Well, I agree, Clinton, but look at my side of it. This morning, you sent your chauffeur to my office to bring me here. Then you hired me to find a girl for you, a girl named Elaine Tanner.
And she wasn't there.
Right. She wasn't there. Just an empty room in a boarding house.
That's all the information I could give you about her.
I'll even buy that. I've worked on less information before, but here's my point, Mr. Clinton. I was shot at. I'm used to it, but I don't like it.
I told you, I know nothing about that. Believe me, Mr. Diamond, I know nothing about it.
I do believe you. We'll just say someone doesn't like my poking around that boarding house. Have you got any idea who that might be?
No, I haven't. I swear it.
Okay. I'll wrap it up right now. As I said, I've been shot at before, but you've been so pleasant, Mr. Clinton. From here, the price goes up.
You don't want to go on with the case?
Not at these prices.
All right, forget it then. I gave you $100 this morning. Keep it. And forget you ever saw me.
Oh, you're so sweet. It'll be a pleasure.
Diamond, just a moment.
Yeah?
What has happened is between you and me.
Oh, yes. Oh, I will have to report those shots.
What?
Sure. The police don't like to have people taking pot shots at each other. It makes for confusion in a big city.
Wait, Diamond, wait.
Something else, Mr. Clinton?
I have my own reasons for not wanting anyone else involved in this. I'm sure you and I can come to an agreement.
Oh, well, it's just possible, Maury, that you and I may not see wallet to wallet.
What would you say if I offered you a $1,000 bonus to keep on the case?
Offer or suggestion?
I'll make it a deal.
Put it on paper. A check.
Can I trust you?
Okay, Clinton, if you feel that way about it. Post date the check. A week from today. If I don't show up with Elaine Tanner by then, the check is yours again. Uncashed.
Very well. Here you are.
Thanks. So long, Mr. Clinton. I'll keep in touch.
Where are you going now?
Back to my office to wait for a phone call from the little guy at 118 Parker Avenue. Oh. Well, hello there. Did you hear everything you wanted to?
I beg your pardon, sir. I was just coming in to ask Mr. Clinton if I should drive him anywhere this afternoon.
Oh?
Victor, come in here.
Right away, Mr. Clinton. Excuse me, Mr. Diamond.
Yeah, sure. So long, Christopher. The minute I left Clinton and Chris, I began to get that lousy feeling again. The only thing that made me feel anywhere near normal was the thought of the $1,000 that would be mine in 7 days. For $1,000, I'd stand up for target practice for the big mole. I didn't have much to go on, just the knowledge that old man Clinton wanted me to find Elaine Tanner and that somebody, who up to now had proved to be a bad shot, didn't want me to find her. With that peaceful thought in mind, I sat in my office hoping for a call from the little manager of the boarding house on Parker Avenue. I'd been waiting about an hour, and then... save your knuckles and use a fire axe. Come on in.
Hello, Mr. Diamond.
Well, Christopher. All your driving finished for the day?
Mr. Clinton sent me to see you, Mr. Diamond.
This is the second time today. What's he trying to do, make dear friends of us?
Not exactly, Mr. Diamond. He wants that check back.
What?
He's changed his mind.
Oh, from what I know of him, it needs it.
He wants to call off the whole thing. Something happened.
Elaine Tanner show up?
No.
Oh, and he sent you to get the $1,000 check back.
That's right, Mr. Diamond.
Oh, I know an easier way. Why doesn't he just stop payment on the check?
I'm only carrying out Mr. Clinton's orders.
Are you?
Why do you ask that?
Well, it seems a little offbeat, Chris. This morning he hires me, then he fires me, then he hires me, now he fires me. Monotonous, isn't it?
May I have the check, Mr. Diamond?
Not before I call Clinton and ask him a few things.
You just don't seem to understand, do you?
I want Mr. Clinton to explain.
Take your hands away from that phone.
Oh, gun. I know how I hate him.
No need to be afraid of this one unless you get stubborn.
Let's give Clinton a ring.
Keep your hands on top of the desk, palms down.
So we're going to play table tilting, maybe?
And stay sitting.
Listen, Chris.
How do you like your hair parted, Diamond? On the side or right in the middle?
When I opened my big blue eyes, my office was dark, and the neon light on the hotel across the street flashed the news that it was dark outside, too. I'd been out cold for a long time. When the room stopped spinning, I reached out, grabbed a piece of it, pulled myself up, went to the water cooler, splashed myself alive. I started toward the light switch when... This time I was going to be ready. I got behind the door and waited.
Hey, what's the idea? Hey, let go!
Oh, for the love of Mike Otis. Sergeant Otis.
Well, who you expecting? Gorgeous George, maybe? Let go my neck.
Oh, I'm sorry, Otis. I guess I just can't resist you.
You crazy shamus. Hey,
dark in here.
It was a lot darker a couple of minutes ago. Hit the light, will you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, I got enough troubles, and the first thing I see when I wake up is you.
Holy mackerel. What you been doing with your head, Diamond?
I got mixed up in a handball game.
Oh?
Yeah, some friends needed a ball. It's hard work, but you get used to it.
Oh, got worked over, huh? Well, them bum jokes you pull catch up with you sometimes.
Yeah, Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I come to get you. Lieutenant Levinson wants to see you.
Well, go back and describe me. That's all he gets tonight.
I think you better come, Shamus. It's important.
I think you better go, Otis. That's important.
Now, look. Lieutenant Levinson sends me over to get you. There's something he wants to ask you.
All I know is name, rank, and serial number. Now go back and tell Walt I don't want to play games.
Shamus, I got news for you. Murder ain't a game no more.
That's all Otis would tell me, but I didn't like the way he kept looking at me all the way to see Levinson. Then we got to headquarters, not to Walt's office, but down the long marble corridor that led back to other places.
He wants me to bring you back here, Diamond.
Where to?
The morgue.
The morgue?
Yeah, you heard of it.
I've heard of it. What's this all about?
You'll see. In here, Shamus. Lieutenant.
Back here, Otis.
Come on, Diamond.
Hello, Rick. Night.
Well, how's the other head look?
I'll let you know when it speaks to me.
Yeah. Meantime, I want you to take a look at someone.
In here?
Yeah, in here. You know who this is, Rick?
Oh, the poor little devil. The poor devil.
What do you know about him?
Well, he was manager of a boarding house. Cheap walk-up on Parker Avenue.
That we know. What else?
He was murdered, huh?
Shot right in the back.
Hmm.
Rick, unless I knew you were tied in, I wouldn't have you here. You want to talk about it?
Somewhere else, Walt.
Sure. Come on.
Before I answer any more questions, Walt, how'd you tie me in?
He had one of your business cards in his hand. He was shot while he was standing at the phone in the hallway of that boarding house. Did he call you, Rick?
I didn't get a call from him.
Got any idea why he wanted you?
Maybe, maybe not. All depends.
On what?
Walt, listen.
I will in my office. Wait outside, Otis, and I'm busy. Get it?
Sure, I get it.
Wait a second, Rick. Now, here's a gun, 38 police special. Take a good look at it.
I've seen it before. It's mine. How did you get it?
The ballistics report says this gun killed the little guy back there.
Did you check it for fingerprints?
Yeah, and they were all yours.
Will you have Otis come visit me and bake a cake with a file in it?
Oh, cut it out, Rick. I know you didn't kill him, but I've got to tell the commissioner something. He's funny that way.
I was in my office when the guy was shot. I was out cold.
You got any proof?
For you or the commissioner?
For the commissioner, you egghead.
Listen on the way.
To where?
Have Otis bring the car around front. We're going to make a call on a guy named Morris Clinton and his errand boy, Christopher. On the way out, I told Walt the whole thing, how Christopher caught me off base, put me out, and then must have taken my gun to kill the little manager. But neither of us could come up with an answer to why. Why murder to keep me from finding Elaine Tanner? What was the connection between Clinton, his chauffeur, and the girl? I thought maybe Clinton would give her the answers when he learned there was a murder tapping at his door.
So you want to see Christopher, Lieutenant Levinson?
If you don't mind, Mr. Clinton.
Oh, no, not at all. I'll call him.
Real loud, Mr. Clinton.
Of course. Christopher? Christopher!
You're sure he's here, Mr. Clinton?
Oh, yes, I am, of course, Lieutenant.
Call again.
Christopher! Christopher!
I don't think he'll hear you.
Why not? I'm not deaf, Mr. Diamond.
Rick, is that Christopher?
Yeah, this is Chris, all right. And I owe him a haircut.
Now, lay off, Rick. I'll handle this. Christopher,
Yes, sir.
where were you about 2 this afternoon?
Why, right here, working on the car.
Correction. Working on me.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, come on. Let's have it straight.
Mr. Clinton, what about this?
Christopher is right, Lieutenant. Yes, he's right.
Oh, you're scared stiff, Clinton, and you're lying.
I'm not. I wanted to go into town to keep an appointment.
And the fuel pump on the car was stopped up. I had to take it apart.
Oh, sure. And while you fixed it, Clinton stood right over you.
As a matter of fact, he did watch.
And it took all afternoon to fix it.
No, but when it was finished, it was too late for Mr. Clinton's appointment. He decided not to go.
How about that, Mr. Clinton?
Oh, yes, Lieutenant. Christopher hasn't been out of my sight all afternoon.
That's good enough for me. All right, Diamond, let's go.
What? Are you crazy?
No, that's why I'm putting the cuffs on you. I thought there was something fishy about your story. Gun taken away from you. People coming to see you, hiring you, firing.
Walt, your stomach has gone to your head.
Never mind my stomach. Otis,
Yeah, Lieutenant.
put the cuffs on this shamus.
Cuffs? On him?
Close your mouth, Otis. Put the cuffs on.
Walt, what in the world?
Diamond, I've been waiting for a chance like this to comb you out of my hair for good. Otis, the cuffs.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. All right, Shamus, hold him out.
Mr. Clinton, thank you very much. Goodbye. Come on, Diamond.
Oh.
Lieutenant.
Otis, I told you to close your mouth.
Oh, I gotta breathe.
Oh, shut up and come on.
Walt.
Outside, Diamond. Get going.
You big bubblehead. What's the idea of making like a cop with me?
I kind of liked it. How'd I do?
What?
Good performance, eh?
Good Oh, you big ham. You great big ham.
Well, Lieutenant, are we gonna put the Shamus in the jug?
Shut up, Otis. Take the cuffs off him.
What?
Here, Otis, start working.
Oh,
You're right, Rick. Clinton was scared stiff, and for some reason he backed Christopher's alibi.
Walt, I've got an idea.
You better have. If I don't have something to tell the commissioner, I'll have to give up my ideas about a pension.
I'm going back to that boarding house.
Why?
Well, the manager was going to call me. It's just possible he got a hold of a lead on Elaine Tanner, but Christopher killed him before he had a chance to tell me.
Well, that makes sense.
Have you got a man there?
Yeah, a happy.
Oh, good. I'll see you later.
Rick,
All right.
please. For the sake of my stomach, don't slip up. You're my only suspect without an alibi.
Thanks, Walt. See you later.
Yeah.
No, Walt.
What?
Bottoms up on the bicarbonate.
That's all the stuff there was in the basement, Diamond.
Oh, thanks, Mahaffey. Everything neatly bundled but this one pile. The little guy must have gone through it.
Got any idea what you're looking for?
No, give me a hand, will you?
Sure.
Newspapers, magazines. Oh, Mahaffey.
Uh-huh.
No one's been in here since the murder?
Nobody. I've been on the door.
And the manager had nothing on him.
Only your card.
That's funny, very funny. He wouldn't have tried to call me if he hadn't found something. Maybe he came across something in this pile of stuff. Didn't take it out and then...
Find something?
Yeah. This sheaf of withholding tax statements.
Mm-hmm. The kind that come on the bottoms of paychecks.
Made out to Elaine Tanner, paid by the Blue Falcon nightclub.
That ain't far from here.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, sure. Now I remember a kid that named Tanner. Yeah, used to work here on the line.
Thanks, bartender. Where's she now?
Well, Mr. Me, I know from nothing about her, but she was good friends with one of the dolls in the line, gal named Gladys.
Where can I find this Gladys?
Dressing room, straight back, turn left.
And knock on the door, huh?
What for? They dress that way for the show anyway.
I'll keep both eyes closed.
Sure, straight back like I said, then first turn left.
What you want with her, handsome? Why don't you get off here?
You tipped me, sweetheart, but give me a rain check.
Who waits for rain? But, why you want to see Elaine?
Well, maybe I ought to tell her about some oil wells that came in.
Yeah? You don't look like the type talks about oil wells.
Honey, don't let the tassels on my shoes fool you.
Oh, you're cute. Yeah, I know where Elaine is.
Want to give?
Information?
Sure.
Oh, you've got a one-track mind.
Baby, I can't switch it over yet.
Okay, so I'll get a couple of days older meanwhile. Anyhow, I never did like her. So, I don't mind letting you know.
No what, Gladys?
Well, maybe a month ago she quit this job. This dump.
All right, she quits. Go ahead.
Yeah. But before she quit, she's acting funny. Like the night we're going home together, walking along, and she's talking.
This is the last time I take this walk.
So, gonna fly to him from work?
I'm quitting.
Well, if you like to eat grass, go ahead.
I won't eat grass. Ever had a real mink coat, Gladys?
I coulda, but his lawyers settled out of court.
I'll have one. I'll do all right.
You thinking about that guy Clinton who comes in the club?
Uh-huh.
Honey, there's wolves and there's wolves. Want to pick one with teeth?
He likes me.
Sure. Every time he sees you, he's got to push his eyes back in his head.
Chris is working for him. His chauffeur.
So this is news, so what?
Money. Lots of it.
Shakedown? Oh, now look, honey, they can give you trouble for that.
Not a shakedown. This is safe and sure. Chris figured it. He figured it, and I...
And what?
Nothing. Just forget it. Come on, let's get some coffee.
And that's That's all she says.
Uh-huh. Now, where can I find her?
Oh, I'll tell you where I think she is. Here's the address. I wrote it down.
Thanks, Gladys. I'll see you again.
Yes. See more of me.
Is that possible?
This costume's for the first show. We save up for the second.
I'll be here for the last show.
Oh, what you said. So long, handsome.
A little while after Gladys gave me the address, I was buzzing at an apartment door. I kept my fingers crossed and then uncrossed them when the door opened.
Yes?
Hello there, Elaine.
Who are you?
Well, the name's Hangtooth, Elmer Hangtooth.
Who?
Oh, I better come in.
Hey, what's the idea?
Can't hear a thing you say, honey. My hearing aid just shorted out.
Now listen, wise guy.
Oh, Elaine. Chris sent me.
Chris,
Yeah. He said to tell you everything's okay. The heat's off.
how about that private eye?
Diamond? Richard Diamond?
Yeah, that's the one.
Honey, you'll never be any closer to him than you are right now.
I was afraid he'd quit. Hey, when's Chris coming?
Soon, I hope.
Oh. I've never seen you before. Have I?
Well, you're young and life's full of surprises.
Uh-huh. I like surprises.
Nice.
Chris work you in on the deal?
Yeah. I did him a favor. Took care of Diamond. Like doing it, too. Oh, by the way, what goes with you and Clinton?
Honey, we had a common interest.
Oh.
Books, dearie. Books. He had one I wanted. When I finished with him, I could have walked out with the furniture.
Yeah, I guess you could, baby. I guess you could.
Think so?
Why not?
What did you say your name was?
Well, the name's Appelknocker, Harold Appelknocker.
What? That's not what you said before.
Oh, so you have been listening. The real name is Diamond, Richard Diamond.
I see a kidder, huh?
Well, if that makes you laugh, this ought to bring back Mahjong. Here, take a look at my license.
Huh?
My membership card, the Hopalong Cassidy Club, my Flash Gordon beanie.
You dirty shamus, you stinking cop.
Easy, baby.
Let
Easy,
go of me.
baby, easy.
Let go, you dirty. Let go of me.
Let her go, Diamond.
Chris!
Jackpot, Chris and Elaine all at once.
Diamond, get your hands off her. Get him off. That's better. Now, Elaine, before I fill him full of holes, tell me what he's doing here.
He said you sent him, Chris.
Sure, he would. Elaine, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, hand me a cushion from the sofa.
Want to take a nap, Chris?
I'll laugh at your funeral, Shamus. Hold a cushion over the gun. Nobody hears the shot.
Better not, Chris.
Elaine, start out. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, all right, Chris.
Got the book?
Yeah.
What book?
Shut up. Get going, Elaine.
Chris, let's talk this over.
Funny, you just finished talking, Diamond.
Chris!
Elaine, what's the matter? My book. Give it to me.
Clinton, Duck, get out of the way.
Diamond, you...
Chris.
Well, I owed him that partner's hair.
Chris.
It's all right, Elaine. Just creased. I wouldn't think of depriving the hot seat of such a good customer.
My book. Where's my book? I want it. Give me my book.
Sure, Mr. Clinton. But I'm afraid you'll have to explain to the police first. A telephone call to the 5th Precinct brought Walt and Otis to my rescue. Otis used the siren. Loved it. I told Walt the book old man Clinton kept screaming about had me a little confused, that I wouldn't be able to relax until he found out just where it fitted in the case. He promised to find out the answers as soon as he took Chris, Elaine, and Clinton back to the 5th Precinct. I told him to call me at Helen's.
Rick, what about that check for $1,000? Is it any good?
Well, the check's post-dated. I doubt if Mr. Clinton will honor it now. It's too bad. We could have celebrated.
So all you got for your trouble was $100 a day in expenses.
I'll get it. Grant's Tomb, the general speaking.
Rick?
Yeah, Walt?
Yeah. You sitting down?
Why?
You can tear up that check Clinton gave you. He won't honor it. He's mad about having to go to jail.
Oh, I was way ahead of you about the check. Why did Clinton go to jail? What did he do?
You know that book he was yelling about?
What about it?
Well, it's an original Sir Francis Bacon manuscript.
How would you know?
I hate to admit it, but Otis told me what it was. You know, Otis is
excuse me, Lieutenant. It's bibliophile.
Shut up, hammerhead.
Okay, so I work for nothing.
Rick,
Yeah?
the book was worth $30,000. It was stolen 18 years ago from the Fine Arts Library in Washington. Old man Clinton bought it from a fence. That's why he couldn't go to the police.
Oh, so Chris and Elaine hijacked it, huh? Probably had a sale for it.
Yeah, Rick, there's a $1,500 reward for that book.
So what?
It's yours.
Hey, wait a minute, Walt. Helen, put your ear next to the receiver.
Oh, all right.
Walt, say that again.
Say what again?
What you just said.
Did I say anything?
Well, sure you did.
Are you sure?
Oh, now cut it out, Walt. Say it again about the reward.
Oh, that. There's a $1,500 reward for the book.
Thanks, Walt. Bye.
Bye.
Well, baby.
Well, we're going to celebrate after all. $1,500. Oh, Rick, that calls for a real celebration.
Sure.
Well, don't go away, darling. I'll be right back. I won't be long. Oh, Rick, there's a new song on the piano. Why don't you try it?
Okay, I set my pajamas and put on my prayers. Well, that's pretty silly, but... My baby kissed me goodnight, and I am glad to relate that by the time I got home, I was feeling great. I climbed up the door and opened the stairs. I said my pajamas and put on my prayers. I turned off the bed, crawled into the light, and all because you kissed me goodnight. Next morning I awoke and scrambled my shoes. I shined up an egg, then I toasted the news. I buttered my tie and took another bite, and all because you kissed me goodnight. By evening I felt normal, so we went out again. You said goodnight and kissed me. I hurried home, and then I climbed up the door and opened the stairs. I said my pajamas and put on my prayers. I turned off the bed, crawled into the light, and all because you kissed me goodnight. By evening I felt normal, so we went out again. You said goodnight and kissed me. I hurried home, and then I lifted the preacher, called up the phone, spoke to the dog, and threw your ma a bone. It was midnight, and yet the sun was shining bright, and all because you kissed me good night.
Oh, that was lovely, Rick. Well, how do I look?
Oh, my, wonderful. What are you so dressed up for?
For the celebration.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Come on, let's go.
Oh, where are we going, Rick?
Oh, the Blue Falcon nightclub. We'll be just in time for the last show.
The Blue Falcon. Oh, but why pick that play?
Oh, but they've got a wonderful floor show.
Yes, but the costumes are... well, they're nothing.
Oh, what you said.
You have just heard Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell. Ed Begley played Lieutenant Walt Levinson. Also in the cast were Wilms Herbert, Francis Robinson, Ted Osborne, Gene Bates, and Paul Dubov. Music was under the direction of Frank Worth. Today's show was written and directed by Russell Hughes. Dick Powell currently may be seen in the motion picture version of the best-selling novel, Mrs. Mike. This is Eddie King inviting you to be with us next Sunday at this same time when we will again bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective. What's on NBC today? Ezio Pinza, dynamic singing star, plays his first starring dramatic role today on Theater Guild on the Air, with Madeline Carroll and Linda Darnell co-starred. And you'll also want to listen to the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show and the Adventures of Sam Spade right before Theater Guild. Don't forget, Ezio Pinza on Theater Guild on the Air today. It's all great entertainment today on NBC. Your tune for the stars on NBC. Here's Dick Powell, transcribed as Richard Diamond, Private Detective.
name's Diamond, and like a lot of working people, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I get pretty anxious for 6 o'clock to roll around, especially if I haven't had a client for the last 3 days. But even if I don't expect anyone to drop in before 6, I can't take a chance, so I stare out of my office window on 53rd Street just to kill time. I see the night starting to muscle in on the Broadway bright lights, and I wonder just how many prospective clients are out in the city. Who's getting in trouble, what kind of trouble, and will they come to Richard Diamond for guidance? Now, take the two hard-looking thugs in a downtown hotel room as they watch a pretty blonde hurriedly get into a flashy mink coat. They're going to need plenty of guidance.
Where you going, Dottie?
I got an appointment.
Don't you think you ought to stick around just in case the contact comes in?
If it ain't here by now, it won't be until tomorrow. Now stop looking like a couple of anxious bloodhounds. Relax.
Sure, Dottie, sure. But you really cannot blame us for being a little disquieted.
Don't she look classy, Al? Hey, who you gonna roll tonight, dollface?
Your grandmother. Or ain't she out of Alcatraz yet?
Hey, I don't like no cracks about my family.
Well, what are you gonna do, Stan? People stop by the zoo every day.
Now, please, no logamaki.
Yeah, no, look, yeah. You keep running off at the mouth like that, baby, and you'll be spitting out all your teeth.
Yeah, well, when you kick off, Stan, don't try to sell your body to science. I'll never get both heads in that bottle.
Oh, you little...
Please.
I'm gonna hit...
Please, please. Leave us, Dottie. And Stanley, you shut your big mouth before I shove my foot in it. Go on, Dottie. I think you had better make a hurried percolation.
What?
Beat it.
Oh, Al, why didn't you let me mess her up a little? She's always acting like she's got a family background.
I do not know whether her family had anything to do with it, but it is a very nice background to gaze at. Now shut your ugly face and let us start tailing her.
Tailing her? What for?
I think she is up to something.
Yeah, well, sure she is, but I don't want to get booked as a peeping Tom.
Stan, you are a melonhead. I think she is going to try a cross. Florida has never been late with the numbers before.
You think she's going to pick up the bundle and skip?
No. I just want to see what she does with her evenings.
Oh, well, I can tell you that.
Stanley, please. You arouse my irascibility.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aloysius.
Evening paper.
Evening, Glenda.
Oh, hello, Horace.
Times.
You look tired. Hard day at the office?
I stayed home. My wife's swell.
Here's the Times.
Thanks. Good night, Glenda.
Good night. Papers. Evening papers.
Have you got a late edition?
Why, yes, right here, dearie. You got it?
Yeah, in the purse.
Put it down on the counter and look through the paper.
Okay.
Paper. Evening paper. What do you want me to do with the purse?
Keep it till I meet you at the train.
Sure, honey. It's good to be working again, ain't it, Dottie?
I gotta go. They usually got a tail on me. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Relax. We're in the chips. Paper. Evening paper. Paper, sir?
No, but I will take that purse.
Purse? Oh, why, that nice young lady must have left it on the counter when she looked at the paper.
Please, just extend your agent index and shove it over here.
Why, I can't do that. He belongs to that young lady.
Oh, look, it would make me very unhappy to have to shove all those nice old wrinkles around, but I am in need to possess one patent leather handbag. Now, if you will kindly move it in my approximate latitude, you old bat, we can dispense with all...
Why, you poor excuse for a lowbrow gunnif.
Madam.
For 2 cents, I'd wrap a lead sap across your flat head.
Well, hello, Glenda. Hello. How's business?
Oh, Officer Quine. Aren't you on a little late?
Yes, I've been changed to the 6 o'clock beat. Well, good evening, sir.
Yeah, lovely. Good evening, officer.
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Hardly. I reside in Flatbush. Well, thank you, Mother. I do not see anything I want. Goodbye.
He doesn't see anything he wants. What does he think you're running? A drugstore there?
Hey, Al, I saw a cop.
I am proud of you, Stanley.
Huh?
Now let us hurry around this corner.
What, you think Dot and the old dame are cooking up something together?
Stop here so we can watch the old dame. Stanley, to put it in your words, yeah, I think they are cooking up something.
Oh, you figure she slipped the old girl the numbers?
Your perception astounds even my astute... Hey, observe.
Oh, yeah. Your grandma is taking off and leaving the cop behind to watch the papers.
Yeah, she's going in that building. She has got the purse. Stanley, stay here and await my return.
Okay, but my feet are beginning to hurt.
Go in the drugstore, purchase some Blue Jays. I shall be right back with the purse.
Mr. Diamond.
Well, hello, Glenda. Come in, pull up a rocking chair. Well, that's the way it begins. Sometimes when you wait around until the last minute, you get a customer. I wasn't too happy about this one because I knew she didn't have enough money to hire a tramp to spot cigarette butts.
I haven't got much time. I've got Officer Quine watching my paper stand.
Officer Quine? You should be happy you aren't selling fruit. He's already got his thumbprint in every apple in Yonkers.
Mr. Diamond, I found this purse.
Found it, Glenda?
Oh, you know me, Mr. Diamond. I'm going straight now.
I remember a snake that said that once. He broke his back.
Honest, I haven't been doing that kind of business since I got out.
Well, what can I do for you, Glenda? I'm broke.
Oh, it's not a touch. I want you to find the owner of this purse and return it.
Why don't you give it to Officer Quine?
Well, there's no money in it. And with my record, he'd sure run me in for purse snatching.
No money, huh?
Oh, no. No, I didn't touch a thing. Just, took a peek, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
A young girl left it on my counter. If you find her, you can ask her. I didn't touch a thing.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Diamond. Goodbye.
Keep your nose clean.
Oh, I will.
She'd keep her nose clean, all right. And a glass of gin. I'd known old Glenda ever since she started working bunco rackets and got put away for 2 to 5. I was sure she'd lifted the dough from the purse, but I opened it and went through it anyway. I was just kicking myself for telling her I'd try to dig up its owner when the door opened and an ugly-looking mug wearing alligator spats walked up to my desk.
You should be ashamed, looking at someone else's purse.
It's a bad habit, like not knocking on doors.
Oh, it said on the door to come in.
How long did you have to wait before someone came by to read it to you?
May I please have the purse?
Oh, is it yours?
Yes.
Well, I didn't notice the wedges. Give up high heels?
You are a very poor comic. Now, may I have the purse, or must I make you bleed?
Oh, it's like that. Well, sure, here it is.
Thank you.
And something to go with it. I caught him with one that made my arm feel good clear up to my shoulder. His eyes rolled back, and he went down faster than the celluloid collar on the flagpole. I looked at the black purse and started getting that lousy feeling again. I'd gotten into something, and it was beginning to smell already. So I called the 5th Precinct Police Station and an old friend, Lieutenant Levinson.
Homicide, Sergeant Otis.
Hello, Otis. Let me talk to the lieutenant.
Is this Diamond?
No, it's platoon number 3 of the Brownies, 300 strong. Now let me talk to the lieutenant.
Hey, what are you going to do with all those tired jokes when you run out?
Give them away to idiots. You want to start a collection?
Oh, nuts. Lieutenant Levinson.
Hello, Walt. Diamond.
Oh, wait a minute. Otis! Yeah, Lieutenant. Where'd you put the bicarbonate?
Top drawer, Lieutenant.
Oh, hold it a minute, Rick. Get me some water, Otis.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Go ahead, Rick. I can stand it for a second.
If you didn't get so excited, you wouldn't have to take that stuff.
Here you are, Lieutenant. Never need this stuff until you call. Now, who's dead?
Nobody, but there's a guy in my office lying on the floor.
He's dead. He's got to be.
No, he isn't, Walt. I just belted him in the mouth when he tried to get rough. Wait a minute. He's trying to wake up. Groan for the nice policeman. You hear him, Walt?
Okay, so some guy got tired and went to sleep on your floor. What do you want me for?
Hold it a second, Walt. He's getting a little too active.
What did you do?
I kissed him good night.
What did you do that for?
Well, I've seen him somewhere. I think he's wanted.
Oh, well, hang on to him. I'll send the wagon down.
The door will be open. I'll fix it so he doesn't get away.
Wait a minute, Rick. Where are you going?
Well, about 5 minutes ago, an old dame hands me a black patent leather purse and asks me to find the owner. Right afterwards, this cultured gorilla wanders in and says the purse belongs to him.
Oh, what's in it?
Nothing much. A compact, book of matches, and a handkerchief. Smells nice.
No money?
No? Oh, I got to stop by Helen Ash's for a minute, and then I'm going to find out what makes this purse so valuable.
Say hello to Helen for me.
Sure thing. Bye, Walt.
Be a good boy. Goodbye.
I got a rope out of my desk that I hung my socks on when I had time to wash them and tied the sleeping Garniff to a chair. I didn't know much about pocketbooks, but I knew someone who did, so I headed for 975 Park Avenue and a beautiful redhead named Helen Asher.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Diamond.
Good evening, Francis. Is Miss Asher in?
Yes, sir. She's in the study. Shall I announce you?
No, just dig up something that'll get me back on my feet. I'll let myself in.
Yes, sir. Mr. Diamond.
Yes, Francis?
If you'll pardon me for saying so, sir, but I just love the way you talk.
Well, thank you, Francis. Eaton, 98. Majored in Sloyd.
Oh, my goodness, you're pulling my leg again.
Anyone home?
Rick, you got here.
Hi.
Hi. Well, since when did you start carrying a purse?
Like it? Matches my complexion.
You idiot.
Take a look.
Whose is it?
Gotta find out. It's worth something. One guy already tried to get it the hard way. Cigarette?
Oh, thanks. It's got some initials on it. D.K. There's nothing valuable in it.
I know. That's what I can't understand. Got a match?
Here's some in the purse.
Thanks. Here. Adams Hotel. Flophouse with sheets.
Compact's never been used. My darling.
Well, thanks.
Oh, the perfume on the handkerchief, silly. It's my darling. Oh. Don't look so hurt. So are you.
Well, come here.
Rick.
Here's your drink, Mr. Diamond. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's all right, Francis. I was just trying to convince your boss we should take in the wrestling matches.
Why, Francis, you're blushing.
Oh, pardon me. Miss Asher's residence? Yes, sir. One moment, sir. It's for you, Mr. Diamond.
Oh, thank you, Francis.
I'll see if the dinner is ready, Miss Helen.
Hello?
You get right down here.
What?
Lieutenant Levinson. Get down here to the station, Diamond. You're in trouble.
Diamond? Oh, wait a minute. Slow down.
Not dead, huh? My stomach starts getting back to normal, and you have to knock some guy off.
Knock some guy off?
I don't know why I should waste time with explanations. I ought to just send Otis over there with the wagon, but I like your girlfriend too much.
What are you babbling about?
I thought you said the guy in your office was still kicking.
What?
Yeah, somebody made a punchboard out of his chest, and I like you for a suspect. Now get down here.
Wait a minute, Walt. Somebody shot him?
Yeah. If that wasn't what killed him, he died of fright when he saw the bullets coming. Now, I'm not talking anymore till you get here. Make it 10 minutes or I'll have a warrant out for you.
Oh, swell.
Rick, what's the matter?
Oh, that crazy Walt Levinson's got me in line for a murder rap. I gotta go down and square myself.
Murder? Rick!
Yeah? I'll see you later, baby.
But, Rick...
I can't wait. I'll get back as soon as I can.
If we were married, this wouldn't happen. Rick, you forgot the purse! Francis! Francis!
Yes, Miss Asher?
Francis, Mr. Diamond forgot this purse. See if you can catch him. He's gone to Lieutenant Levinson's police station.
Yes, Miss, I'll do my best.
Rick just has got to stop this foolishness. Oh. How did you get in here? Who are you?
I come in a back way, lady. Where's the shamus?
You get out of here.
No, just relax, baby. One yell out of you and you get hurt pretty bad.
What?
Where's the shamus?
He went down to the police station.
Okay. Where's the purse? I saw him bring it in.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, baby, or do I shake it out of you?
You stay away from me. You... Hood?
Hood? Yeah, where's the purse?
I told you I don't know. No, stay away.
Okay, but you're making it tough on yourself.
Stay away. You stay away from me.
With the red tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower with the red tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes, madam?
I believe you have my purse.
I beg your pardon, but this purse is the property of Mr. Diamond, private detective.
Yes, I know. I gave it to him to hold for me.
Well, I'm very sorry, madam, but you'll have to claim it from Mr. Diamond himself.
Oh, yeah? Help! Police!
Oh, madam.
Measure!
Madam!
Help! This man is trying to steal my purse.
Madam, let go of my coat.
This guy giving you trouble, Mother?
He's trying to steal my purse. Help!
Oh, he is, huh? Looks just the type. This'll learn you, Romeo.
Oh, my.
Gonna know, lady, will you? Come on, get up and fight it. Hey, lady! Lady! How do you like that? Didn't even say thanks.
Now, look, Rick, I
I don't care what you say. You told me you had a guy in your office. When my men got there, they found him tied in the chair with 3 bullet holes in his chest.
He was making noises when I left.
Some guys do that when they get shot.
Oh, stop being an idiot. You know I didn't kill him.
Yeah, I know it, but what do I tell the commissioner? That I let you go because you're a friend of mine? Used to be on the force?
No, but you don't have to act like I rubbed out the whole West Side.
Well, I'm mad. I want to retire in 5 years, and I want to do it with a healthy stomach. Yeah?
Lieutenant, Murphy's got some guy out here he picked up for purse snatching. Says he's a friend of Diamond's and wants to see him.
Send him in. This can't get any screwier than it is already. I got a purse snatcher who says he knows you.
Purse snatcher? Francis.
Yes, Mr. Diamond. I don't feel so well.
That's all, Otis. Isn't he your girlfriend's butler?
Yeah. What happened, Francis?
Well, sir, I was bringing that purse down to you.
That's right. I left it at Helen's.
Yes, sir. Well, a little old lady approached me on the street and claimed it belonged to her.
What did she look like?
She had white hair, and she was wearing an old shawl. I think she'd been drinking gin, sir. Cheap gin.
Glenda.
Glenda Bergen? Is she the one who gave you the purse?
Yeah. And then what happened, Francis?
When I wouldn't give her the purse, she started yelling and called me a masher. And some enormous gentleman arrived and clouted me in the jaw. Oh, it was disgusting, sir.
And the old lady got the purse?
Yes, sir. She ran off, and the enormous gentleman sat on my chest until an officer came and carted me off to this place.
Was Miss Helen all right when you left her?
Why, yes, sir. You don't think...
I don't know. But if they knew I had the purse and spotted me going into Helen's...
Here, Rick, use his phone.
Thanks. Don't you see, Walt, this whole thing has something to do with that purse.
Purse, schmurse. I've still got a stiff on my hands.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes?
Hello, honey. You all right?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Hi. Please come home.
What happened?
A man broke into the house looking for that old purse. I told him I didn't know where it was, and he started slapping me.
He did, huh?
Yes, and I need comforting.
Well, honey, I've still got something to do. Lock all the doors until Francis gets back, and I'll be over as soon as I can.
All right. Did you get the purse?
Francis will tell you all about it. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Rick, some louse shoved Helen around. Francis, get over there and take care of her. It's all right if he goes, isn't it, Walt?
I guess so. Otis, I'm releasing the guy that was picked up for purse snatching. And don't say, yeah, Lieutenant. Okay, Rick.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Step on it, Francis. Miss Asher needs someone to take care of her.
Yes, sir.
Walt, give me 2 hours to find out what this is all about.
Are you going after Glenda?
Yeah.
If she's tied up with this killing, I'd better send some of the boys along.
Give me 2 hours alone. I want to find the guy who shoved Helen around.
Okay, Rick. 2 hours, and I put in a general alarm for you and the old dame. You know where she lives?
I got a shack over near the East River. Thanks, Walt.
Otis, let Diamond go and bring me a tablespoon and some water. And Otis, shut up.
I grabbed a cab, and 20 minutes later, I was standing at the edge of the East River. The fog was rolling in, and pretty soon it'd be so thick you could put it in bales. Below me, next to the water, was a line of weather-beaten shacks, and one of them belonged to old Glenda.
You want something, Mac?
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you. Does old Glenda live in one of those shacks?
Yeah, that one. Got a match?
Oh, yeah. Here, keep them.
Thanks.
Forget it. No, wait a minute.
Huh?
Let me see those matches. I've forgotten all about them.
What's the matter? You collect them or something?
These I do. Sorry, pal. You'll have to get some others.
Okay, sporty.
The inside of the shack looked like a hardware store after a good earthquake. Someone had torn it to pieces, and old Glenda had gotten the same treatment. She was lying on the wooden floor staring up at me. She couldn't close her eyes because a rope around her neck was squeezing them open.
Is she dead?
Huh?
I followed you down.
Well, hooray for you. The next time you sneak up on somebody, you're liable to end up with a skull fracture.
Just wanted to see what was going on. Is she dead?
Unless she can breathe through her feet. She's been strangled.
Gonna call the cops?
No. I thought I'd rub her wrists for a while. Now, here's a buck. Call Lieutenant Levinson at the 5th Precinct and tell him what's happened.
Sure. Got a nickel?
Yeah, here. And tell him I've gone over to the Adams Hotel on 28th Street. My name's Diamond.
Good for you.
Now step on it. He left in a hurry, and I reached in my pocket and took another look at the book of matches I'd gotten from the black handbag. They were from the Adams Hotel on 28th Street, so I went over there fast. The sleepy night clerk showed me the register, and I found what I was looking for. I remembered the initials on the handbag were DK. A Dorothy King was registered in room 306. I went upstairs.
Yeah?
I got a message for you.
Slip it under the door.
I'm not that skinny.
What is it?
It's from Glenda.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, the door's open. All right, now shut it and come on in.
Huh? Oh, what a lovely gun.
Glad you like it. Now, what do you want?
I just left Glenda. She's dead.
What?
Yeah, strangled.
How'd you find me?
Matches in your purse. They were from this hotel. I checked the initials on the bag with the register. DK, Dorothy King, room 306. Holmes would call it elementary.
You must be the shamus Glenda gave the bag to earlier this evening.
That's right. How did you know?
Well, she called me.
She tell you she got it back?
I feel a quiet streak coming on.
I usually like women who don't talk much, but right now you'd better start talking as fast as you can.
Funny thing, this gun I got makes me lazy. Now get out of here.
Baby, I got a big fat surprise for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. My gun makes bigger holes than yours.
Huh?
What do you think I'm doing with my right hand, keeping it warm?
Oh, don't give me that. You ain't got nothing but a big finger in that pocket. Oh!
Surprise. Next time I make it count.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sure. Drop it. Now that's better. Kick it over here.
All right. Please, I didn't kill Glenda.
Where's the purse?
I ain't got it, honest.
Well, who has? Now, look, baby, I'm in a bad mood.
Honest, I don't know.
That's right. She don't, mister.
Stan.
Well, you certainly know some pretty ugly company, Dottie.
I don't know if I like that.
You don't? Maybe I can word it a little different.
Stan, he's a private cop. He come up here and tried to shove me around.
Well, you should have done it, Shamus. It would have saved me the trouble.
What do you mean, huh?
Why, you no good, cheap double-crosser. Al and me saw you slip the bag to that old dame, and Al got killed trying to get it from the Shamus.
I didn't kill Al.
No, the old dame did it. I went up to the office and found him dying. He told me she'd done it.
What are you going to do?
Well, the organization don't like being crossed. I got the purse from the old dame and paid her off for killing poor old Al. Now I gotta pay you off.
I got a surprise for you, too, Stanley.
Yeah, you try anything, you'll have more holes on you than a fishnet. He's got a gun in his pocket. Well, look at his pocket, wise guy.
Oh, gee, I wish Al was here. He'd know what to do.
Go on, shoot him. Shoot him. Stan's got it coming.
Looks like it's a tie. No sense in both of us getting killed.
Yeah, you plug me and I'll nail you before I go down.
Don't listen to him.
I think he's got a point.
What are you going to do?
That's up to him.
Well, as Al would say, a hurried departure is in order. I'll take care of you later, Dot.
Huh?
Goodbye, all. Yeah, it's pretty good. Al would like that.
Don't let him get away. Stop him.
You stop him. All right, baby. Where's he going with that purse?
If I tell you, will you give me a chance to get out of town?
I can't do anything about that. When I leave, you're on your own. Technically, you haven't done anything the law could hold you for.
I haven't?
No, but that won't stop me from pushing you around. Now, let's have the story.
If Stan hasn't been there already, he's headed for a locker in the subway station at 34th Street.
What's in the locker?
$100,000 in counterfeit bills.
Oh, baby. Counterfeit. You have been naughty. Now, Papa, we'll have to keep you on ice for the cops. Get in the closet.
Please give me a break.
Sorry, honey. Get in.
Ouch, you're hurting me. Please.
I went down to the night clerk and told him to tell Lieutenant Levinson when he got there about the blonde in the closet of room 306. The subway wasn't far, but Stanley had a head start and he was in a hurry. I ran the rest of the way. I went down the steps. A train was just pulling out when I spotted him. He'd just taken a bundle out of one of the lockers, and as he turned to go, I walked up behind him. Hello, Stanley.
What?
What you got in the box?
The Shamus. Here, you take it.
Oh! He tossed the package in my face and started running for the exit. But a crowd of people blocked his way, and when he saw me come up with my gun, he changed his mind. He turned and vaulted the turnstile, and I ducked behind the row of lockers. He had a gun, too. I tried to get a clear shot at him, but there were too many people. And then the frightened little guy did a stupid thing. He jumped down on the tracks and started running up the tunnel.
Oh, look at that fool man. He's jumped down on the tracks.
Stanley, come back here. You can't get anywhere that way.
You said it, Mac. He's running uptown on the downtown side.
Here's a corny line. Stop or I'll shoot.
You won't get me.
Stan, look out. There's a train coming. Look out.
Mr. Diamond. Come in.
Hello, Francis. Is Miss Asher all right?
She's better, sir. She's lying down in the study.
How's the jaw?
Oh, I feel better, sir. This ice bag is helping the swelling. I'll be in the pantry if you need me, sir.
I'll try not to. Hi.
Hi.
Well, poor little baby.
Yes. Poor little baby.
You're lucky he didn't knock you out. Oh, I'll get it. Francis is nursing his face.
Asher residence?
Let me talk to Diamond if he's there.
He is.
Rick?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you listen to me. I've been chasing your conquests all over town. I end up down in the subway station and notice get stuck in the turnstile. Don't you think it'd be nice to let the police department in on something once in a while?
Oh, sure. Right now, I'm at 975 Park Avenue, nursing a beautiful redhead back to health. Oh, did you find the blonde in the closet?
Yeah, I got the whole story from her. You want to hear it?
I guessed most of it. She was fencing for a counterfeit ring, and she tried to cross them. The key to the locker was in that purse.
Yeah, in the compact, under the pancake makeup. She and old Glenda used to do a duet together before they both got sent up. When the blonde got out, she started working for a counterfeit mob. They'd stashed the dough in different subway lockers around town and used her to make the contacts.
So she figured she could use the 100,000. Well, nothing like being in business for yourself.
She was afraid to pick it up herself, so she slipped the purse to Glenda like she'd just forgotten it.
Ricky.
Yes, dear?
Are you listening to me?
I just stopped. Bye, Walt.
What? Now, wait a minute.
What is it, baby?
I want some sympathy.
Sure. What would you like, lover?
Sing something.
Oh, come on, baby. We can do without that.
No, I want you to. I'm sick. An invalid should be pampered.
Oh, let me rub your head or something.
Afterwards. I want you to sing.
Oh, but it's late, baby.
Then sing softly. Sing me to sleep.
Oh, honey.
I'll get mad and you'll have to buy me a present.
Okay. Lullaby and good night with roses bedight.
That's wonderful.
With lilies bedight.
Hey, you at the board in your consoles! Shut up, I'm trying to sleep!
Well, what is that?
Oh, it's that grouchy new neighbor.
Oh, it is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want something, bud?
Yeah, shut your big bazoo!
Oh, is that right? Powder your face with sunshine.
Oh, no!
Put on a great big smile. Make up your eyes with laughter. You will all...
Rick.
Yeah, okay. That guy gets shell-shocked if he fried potatoes.
Rick.
What is it, baby?
Come here.
Oh. You do need pampering.
You have just heard Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell. Helen was played by Virginia Gregg, Lieutenant Levinson by Ed Begley. Also in our cast were Wilms Herbert, Betty Lou Gerson, Jane Morgan, Jack Crucian, Hy Averback, Herb Butterfield, and Wally Mayer. Music was under the direction of David Baskerville. Richard Diamond is written by Blake Edwards and directed by William P. Rousseau. Now, this is Eddie King inviting you to be with us again at the same time next week, when we will again bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective. This program has come to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Listen while the makers of Rexall drug products and 10,000 independent Rexall family druggists bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective.
Good evening. This is your Rexall family druggist, speaking to you for the 10,000 independent druggists who have made the word Rexall part of our own store names. and who recommend and sell the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. Like Rexall MI31, for example. Rexall's popular and versatile mouthwash, gargle, and breath deodorant. Full-strength MI31 kills contacted germs almost instantly, yet will not harm delicate membranes of the mouth and throat. Yes, for a dependable, refreshing mouthwash, remember Rexall MI31. And remember also, you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
Good health to all from Rexall. Now, your Rexall family druggist brings you a transcribed half hour with Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell.
Diamond Detective Agency, we never say die.
Mr. Diamond,
That's right.
how would you like to make $1,200?
Do I have to name the mystery melody?
This is not a quiz show, Mr. Diamond. I have a proposition for you, a business arrangement by which you may profit to the tune of $1,200.
Oh, well, that's my favorite tune.
My name is Evans, Dr. William Evans. I have an office in the Grant Professional Building, Suite 409.
Grant Professional Building, Suite 409.
Yes, I'd appreciate it if you would come right over.
Well, it's after 6 now.
I'll stay in my office until you get here. And so as to save time with explanations, on your way over, pick up a late afternoon Times and read the article on page 3, column 2. A story about a man called Farmer.
I locked the office, went downstairs, and out on the street, where I purchased a late afternoon Times, and in the cab headed for Dr. Evans's office. I read the article on page 3, column 2. George Farmer burns to death, and a picture of the deceased. According to the article, Farmer had been on a vacation in the North Woods. He'd gone to sleep smoking a cigarette, and that was that. Mattress caught fire, and before anyone noticed, the whole cabin was burning. My cab let me out in front of Dr. Evans's building, and one look at the large crowd, plus the very familiar black sedan in the passenger loading zone, tied my stomach in a knot.
All right, now, get back, you. You?
Evening, Sergeant Otis.
Lieutenant, what are you yelling about, Melonhead?
Oh. Evening, Lieutenant Levinson.
Oh, no. I hope you were just passing by, Mr. Diamond.
I saw the crowd, Lieutenant Levinson, and came over to find out if you and Otis were playing hopscotch or possibly kick the can.
This is a swell time to make with the jokes. Some guy took a dive out of the 4th floor window.
4th floor? Dead?
Very. Name was Evans. Had offices in the building. Dr. William Evans.
Guy named Evans. Offices on the 4th floor. Doctor. Some guy. Just 20 minutes before, he'd called me with a $1,200 proposition. And now it looked like the only thing I was going to get out of the deal was a late afternoon paper and a story about a guy named Farmer.
Farmer? Burned to death in bed? Oh, yeah. We got a report on the case.
Well, this Dr. Evans was hooked up with it in some way.
He offered you $1,200?
He asked me if I was interested.
Silly boy. There's the doctor's office. And there's the window he went out of.
Who saw him jump?
Bill Mitchell, cop on the beat, saw the body come out of the window feet first. Said at least it looked like he jumped.
No sign of a struggle?
I'll have the boys give the room a good going over.
Well, we're pretty sure of 2 things, Walt. First, there's a strong possibility that Dr. Evans didn't commit suicide. Also, that he knew something about George Farmer, the guy who got burned to death.
Might have been Farmer's doctor.
Well, there's one way to find out. This Times article says that Farmer left a widow. While you're checking things here, I think I'll go see what Mrs. Farmer's views are on dead husbands and dead doctors.
Yes?
Mrs. Farmer,
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to talk to you about your late husband.
Are you from the police again?
Well, I just left them, but this is my own idea. My name's Diamond. I'm a private detective.
Oh? You working for the insurance company?
No.
Well, then just what do you want? I'm tired of questions about my husband's death. I've told the police and insurance company everything I know.
Well, I know it's been difficult, but I won't take long, and there are a few things I'd really like to find out.
Well, what are they?
Do you know a Dr. Evans?
Dr. Evans? No. No, I don't know any Dr. Evans.
Your husband never mentioned him, said he knew him?
No, he didn't. Besides, what has this doctor to do with my husband?
I don't know yet. You mentioned an insurance company. Was your husband insured, Mrs. Farmer?
Yes, with the National Mutual. But if you're not working for the insurance company or the police, who are you working for?
Me.
You. Look, would you mind telling me what possible interest you could have in the death of my husband?
Tell you the truth, I really don't know. But there's $1,200 mixed up in it somewhere, and that's enough to keep me well interested until I find some answers. Thank you, Mrs. Farmer. Hello, Walt.
Hello, Rick. You see the wife?
Yeah, lovely girl. Type you'd like to bring home to Mom. You find out anything?
Nothing in the room to indicate the doctor was pushed out of the window.
Mrs. Farmer didn't know the doctor. Said her late husband didn't either. But she thought at first I was from an insurance company.
Well, what company?
Oh, a National Mutual.
Otis.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Got the names of the officials in National Mutual?
Yeah.
Bring them in.
Right.
Why all the action?
We checked with the dead doctor's nurse. She said aside from his regular practice, he worked for 2 or 3 big insurance firms. National Mutual was one of them. I didn't think of a connection then, but I made the check just in case.
Well, George Farmer was burned to death. Dr. Evans knew something about Farmer. Farmer was insured with the National Mutual, and the doctor worked for National Mutual. Might be a tie-up.
The vice president of National Mutual is Arthur Peterson. It's not too late. Let's take a run over to his house and see if he knows anything about it.
Well, gentlemen, in answer to your questions, yes, we did insure the late George Farmer, and Dr. Evans does work for us. As to whether or not he was the doctor who examined Farmer, I really couldn't say. I'd have to check the files. Lieutenant, aren't you satisfied? You think there's something wrong?
We don't know. Dr. Evans jumped or was pushed out of his office window this evening.
Good Lord.
He called Mr. Diamond here and indicated he knew something about Farmer's death.
Have you settled the claim with Mrs. Farmer yet?
No, but it's to be settled within the week. $25,000 policy.
If someone could show your company that Farmer's death was no accident, there'd be a reward, wouldn't there?
Yes. 10% of the policy. In this case, $2,500.
Oh, half of that'd be about $1,200.
You think we could look at your records tonight, Mr. Peterson? It's very important.
Of course. I'll just get a coat and we'll go right down to the office.
We left with Mr. Peterson and headed for the offices of the National Mutual. A quick look through the file showed us what we wanted. A full report on the state of George Farmer's health. Okayed for insurance by the examining physician, Dr. William Evans.
It's too bad the first claim on an accident policy has to be a death.
Well, that ties that up. Now what have we got?
Enough to keep on looking.
I think I'll go have a long talk with Farmer's wife.
Our company detectives checked that. She was right here in the city when her husband died.
Well, a little talk won't hurt.
Who sold Farmer the policy, Mr. Peterson?
According to the files, the insurance man was Martin Ames.
You have his address here?
Yes. Here you are. Good man. One of our leading salesmen.
While you're talking with Mrs. Farmer, Walt, I think I'll run over and see this man Ames. Maybe he can do us some good. If the late Dr. Evans hadn't offered me $1,200, I would have okayed his 4-floor dive as an act of suicide. But the way things were shaping up, he was going to split an insurance reward. And knowing doctors to be pretty practical people, I just couldn't imagine him giving up that kind of money for a fast trip to the sidewalk. The home of Martin Ames was an apartment on the Lower East Side. His wife answered the door.
No, my husband isn't here. I was just leaving.
You know where I can find your husband, Mrs. Ames? It's rather important.
I don't know what you want, but if you want to see my husband, that's where I'm going now. I just got a call. He's had an automobile accident. Miss?
Yes?
I'm Mrs. Ames. I was told my husband.
Oh, yes, Miss Ames. If you'll just have a seat, I'll call Dr. Tully. He's in charge of your husband's case.
But I want to see my husband. Can I see him?
You'll have to see Dr. Tully first.
But I want to know how serious it is. I should be with my husband.
If
it's
you'll
serious...
just be patient for a moment, Miss Ames, I'll get Dr. Tully.
Come on, Mrs. Ames. Let's sit down over here. Now, just sit down right over here and try and relax.
Dr. Tully, third floor reception room, please.
Hello, Walt.
Dr. Tully,
No,
come to
this
the
is a
third
police
floor
officer, Miss
reception
Ames.
room, please.
Police officer?
He's a friend of mine, Miss Ames.
Nothing about my husband.
Dr. Tully's the man you want to see.
Can I talk with you, Rick?
Oh, sure. Will you excuse me, Miss Ames?
Oh, yes, of course.
You'll be all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, Walt.
Well, Miss Farmer.
About her husband?
Yeah, I was questioning Mrs. Farmer when I got the call over the hotshot. I remembered, so I figured you'd wind up here.
Have you heard how he is?
Died 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no. Accident?
Hit and run. Before he died, he told us a car ran him off the road. Went down a 20-foot embankment and right into a cement retaining wall. The wall stopped him from going any further, but broke his neck.
Any lead on the other car?
No, lonely stretch of road. No one else saw it. It happened too fast for Ames.
Now, wait a minute. That must be Dr. Tully going over to Mrs. Ames now.
Yeah,
Mrs.
that's
Ames,
Tully.
I'm afraid that
He did everything he could. I don't envy him.
your
Miss.
husband is dead.
Oh, no.
Mrs. Ames.
Oh, dear
Mrs.
God,
Ames, please
no.
control yourself, Mrs. Ames. Come on, Walt. This is turning into a rotten case.
Before we continue with the adventures of Richard Diamond, private detective, here's your Rexall family druggist.
I often think that perhaps the most common under-the-weather complaint in the average family is either acid stomach or plain old sluggishness.
Well, you certainly hit the nail on the head as far as my family is concerned.
And I'm also sure that's why there are literally millions of bottles of Rexall milk of magnesia on hand right now in family medicine cabinets.
Why, that sounds almost unbelievable.
No, ma'am. Not when you know that Rexall milk of magnesia is both a quick-acting antacid and a thoroughly effective yet gentle laxative. What's more, Rexall milk of magnesia has none of that unpleasant, earthy, gritty taste.
Say, my family would really appreciate that.
Then why not let them see for themselves just how creamy smooth and actually pleasant-tasting Rexall milk of magnesia really is? Ask for it at Rexall drugstores everywhere. And remember, you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
And now back to tonight's adventure with Richard Diamond, private detective, starring Dick Powell.
A little after 6, I got a phone call, and by 6:30, the man who called was lying on a sidewalk, broken in two from a 4-story drop. 2 hours later, an insurance salesman named Ames was run off the road and ended up with a broken neck. Coincidence? Not a bit. Walt found the location of the place where George Farmer had burned to death. Then we climbed in the squad car and started the long drive for the Catskills. Around 7 in the morning, we turned off the main highway and onto a dirt road. A sign reading Sportsman's Retreat, 2 miles, pointed the way, and 20 minutes later, we were pulling up in front of the lodge.
Morning. Welcome to Sportsman's Retreat.
Morning.
Police car, ain't it?
I'm Lieutenant Levinson, 5th Precinct, New York Police. This is Mr. Diamond.
Oh, howdy.
Oh, yeah.
You up here about Mr. Farmer's death?
Unofficially. You run the place?
Yeah, I'm the foreman. My name's Pop Sloan, but everybody just calls me Pop.
We thought a bit stale, Al Pop. Can you put us up?
Well, sure. How long you figuring on being around?
Oh, not long. We only brought one change of clothes.
Well, come on in. Breakfast was an hour ago, but if you're hungry, I can have the cook rustle up some bacon and eggs.
Oh, sounds good.
Many people staying here, Pop?
Oh, about 14. Yeah, 14. Same crowd comes up every year. Sort of a club, you might call it.
How many years did George Farmer come out?
Oh, Mr. Farmer come up about, for the last 10 years.
Hey, who owns the place?
Mr. Phillips. He ain't here now, but he phoned and says he'll be in sometime this afternoon. Say, how come you fellas are interested in Mr. Farmer's death? We had the police and the insurance up here for 3 days. You're a little late, ain't you?
Well, there are a few things we haven't cleared up. Sure appreciate some help, Pop.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you all the help I can. I'll go get some breakfast for you, and then we can gabble a little while.
Pop went back to the kitchen, and we relaxed in a couple of big leather chairs in front of a large window that looked out on a row of cabins.
That last cabin must have been Farmer's.
Yeah, nothing much left of it.
It's beautiful up here. Look at those trees with the sun shining through them.
Your soul is showing, Walt.
Oh.
It was a beautiful place, all right. The cabin stood in a clearing, fronted by well-kept paths and backed by tall trees. Pop came in a little later with enough bacon and eggs to feed a platoon of tapeworms, and we talked.
Where is everybody, Pop?
Out fishing. Get up about 4:30 around here.
Many of the men bring their wives?
Oh, some of them. Mr. Farmer used to bring his'n up every year. Fine-looking woman, Mrs. Farmer. Didn't come up this year, though. It's too bad, too.
Why?
Well, might have saved him. Used to smoke in bed all the time. Maybe if she'd been around here, she might have caught him at it.
Who discovered the fire?
Oh, we all saw it, but it was too late. By the time we got there, the whole place was burning. By the time we got the hose going, there wasn't much left.
You say you all saw it. Where were you?
Oh, we was up to Willow Peak cooking out. That's about 3 miles from camp. You can see it from there. See? See that tall peak there to the left of them trees?
Yeah. How come Farmer didn't go along?
Oh, he never went on many hikes. Had trouble with his legs, you know.
Anyone stay here in camp besides Farmer?
No. Everybody was up Willow Peak.
Who examined the body?
Doc Combs from Evanston come up and looked at the body.
Where's Evanston?
About 50 miles east. But if you want to talk to the doc, you'll have to wait till everybody comes in from fishing.
Oh, good. Is he up here now?
Yeah, come up last night. Gonna stay a week for the fishing.
Oh, Pop.
Morning, Mr. Phillips.
Good morning.
I didn't expect you till this afternoon. This is Mr. Phillips, the owner.
Oh, I have some bags out in the car. Will you get them, please? Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
There's some more police fellas, Mr. Phillips.
Oh? About Mr. Farmer's death?
Yeah, I gotta clear up a few things.
Would you please get those bags for me, Pop?
Bags? Oh, yes, bags. Sure.
We just wanted to ask a couple of questions, Mr. Phillips. I'm Lieutenant Levinson. This is Mr. Diamond.
Well, how do you do?
How do you do?
Do you mind if I sit down?
Well, not at all.
I thought the authorities were satisfied.
No, I guess they are. Where were you when the accident occurred, Mr. Phillips?
Oh, I was on my way here from the city. I arrived about an hour later.
You live in the city, Mr. Phillips?
Well, yes, I have a house there. I divide my time between there and the lodge.
Tell me something about Farmer, Mr. Phillips. What kind of a man was he?
Well,
You fellas want any more breakfast?
No, thanks, Pop.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mr. Phillips.
Good old Pop. Well, there really isn't much to tell. Farmer was a nice sort of a guy, rather quiet. As you know, he had a very bad habit of smoking in bed.
You have any trouble with him smoking in bed before?
Oh, yes, several times. Nearly started a fire 2 years ago.
Well, wouldn't that make you watch him a little more closely?
Well, you see, his wife came up with him every year, but this one, she was usually near enough to prevent any trouble.
How long did he usually stay here?
Oh, week, 10 days, however long his vacation lasted.
Mm-hmm. What was his business?
I think he was in advertising.
Make much money?
I have no idea. He certainly never spent much. He was tight as the devil. He was known for it, in fact. Coming up here was the only luxury he allowed himself. He'd tell everyone he'd save all year just to come up here and relax for a week or so.
Hey, Lieutenant, here comes Doc Combs. He must have got his limit.
Oh, you gentlemen interested in talking to the doctor?
Yeah, Pop tells us he was the one who examined the body.
Well, what'd you get, Doc?
Hi, Pop. I got my limit.
Oh, good for you. Come on over here. A couple of fellas want to talk to you.
Well, how are you, Phil?
Hello, Doc.
Pop said you weren't due in till this afternoon.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is Lieutenant Levinson and Mr. Diamond.
How are you?
Police?
Yeah. They want to ask you a few questions. We got to clear up a few things about George Farmer getting burned to death.
Pop, that's enough, Pop.
I was only trying to help.
Well, certainly, gentlemen. Here, will you take these fish, please, Pop?
Fish? Oh, the fish. Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Well, I don't think I could tell you much more than I've already told the police.
Did you know George Farmer prior to his death?
Oh, yes, over a period of 10 years.
Did you identify the body?
Well, not at first. It was too badly burned.
Not at first. You mean you did identify it later?
Well, when they told me that George had a broken wrist, I found the broken section of bone and identified it.
Broken wrist?
Oh, yes, Mr. Diamond. You see, when George arrived, his lower arm was in a cast. He told us that he'd broken his wrist the week before.
What day did he arrive?
Tuesday of last week.
Well, put in a call to Otis and have him find out where George Farmer had his broken wrist treated. And most of all, when the accident occurred.
What are you getting at, Rick?
Then have him find out the date the insurance policy went into effect. Doctor, which wrist was broken?
The right one.
And it was in a cast, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say he could move his fingers well enough to write?
It depends on how recent the accident.
Step on it, Walt.
Okay, but I don't get it. I talked to Otis. He'll get the information and call us back. Now, would you mind telling me what the devil this is all about?
George Farmer had to sign the insurance policy, didn't he?
Yeah, but he could have done that with his left hand.
An accident policy would cover a broken wrist, wouldn't it?
Sure, and what?
Mr. Phillips, you said Farmer was known to be careful with his money.
Yes, that's right.
I can vouch for that. I treated him for a cigarette burn 3 years ago and had a devil of a time collecting.
Thanks, Doctor.
Well, so what? So what?
So if Otis gives us the answers I want, I think I can show you George Farmer was murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah. And I think I can explain why an insurance salesman and a doctor were killed. So we all sat around and waited for my hunch to grow muscles. I kept turning the whole thing over in my mind, and the more I thought, the more the whole thing tied together. Around noon, a call came in from Otis, and Walt gave him the information I needed.
There it is. George Farmer broke his wrist on the 26th of last month. He was treated at the Olive Hospital.
About 3 weeks ago.
He stayed one night at the hospital and went home.
What date did he arrive here, Mr. Phillips?
About the 4th.
2 weeks after the accident. He died on the 11th, according to papers.
Yes, that's right. He'd been here about a week.
When did the insurance policy go into effect, Walt?
The 22nd of last month.
It went into effect. It wasn't taken out.
I said went into effect.
Now, it would cost him a few bucks to have a broken wrist taken care of and spend the night in the hospital, wouldn't it, Doctor?
Yes, it would.
Remember what the vice president of National Mutual said, Walt? Too bad the first claim on an accident policy had to be death.
Yeah.
Well, if Farmer had an accident policy, why didn't he put in a claim for his broken wrist? Come on, Walt. We're going back to town and talk to Mrs. Farmer. You got your men spotted around the building?
Whole block surrounded. Peterson and Evers are covering the front. Cars at every corner.
Isn't Otis going to play?
Well, there's been some complaints about noisy cats in the neighborhood, so I stuck Otis in back in the alley. He'll drive every cat right into the river.
You might have made a mistake. One yell out of Otis, and he'll end up with all the shoes in the block.
Here it is.
Yeah? Oh.
Mind if we come in, Mrs. Farmer?
No, I guess not. Well, what is it this time, Lieutenant?
We think your husband was murdered.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Now, we know you didn't do it, but you were in on it. You know who did.
Are you serious?
Very. We just had the lab make a check on the insurance policy. The signature and the fingerprints were from the right hand.
Well, of course they were.
So your husband didn't have a broken wrist at the time?
Well, no, he did that sometime later.
And you'll swear that it's his signature on the policy?
Certainly. I went to the doctor with him.
I thought you said you didn't know a Dr. Evans.
Well, I don't.
He was the insurance doctor.
Well, I'd never seen him before or since. How could you expect me to remember
Your husband didn't turn in a claim for his broken wrist.
He didn't? Well, that was his business, wasn't it?
Don't you think it's rather strange to take out an accident policy and not turn in a claim on your first accident?
I don't know. I didn't bother with my husband's affairs.
Is this your husband's driver's license?
Where did you get that?
Motor Vehicle Department. Is it your husband's license?
Yes, I guess so.
The signature on this license is not the same as the one on the insurance policy.
What do you mean?
He means that the signature on the insurance policy is a very clever forgery. Who forged it, Mrs. Farmer?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who went to that doctor's office representing your husband?
No one. Why in the world would I do that? Why would I have someone represent my husband?
Probably because you wanted your husband out of the way.
That's horrible. Get out of here. That's not true.
Who was in on it with you? Who killed your husband up at his cabin at the lodge?
Get out. Get out.
It had to be someone at the lodge who knew what cabin he was in.
No.
Did you give the papers your husband's picture?
Yes.
You're lying. The newspapers told us you claimed not to have a picture.
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh, sure you do. You didn't want to give the papers a picture of your husband because you knew the insurance salesman and the doctor would identify it as not being the man who took out the accident policy.
No.
You knew your husband was going to take his trip, so you planned his death and stayed home for an alibi.
The picture came out, and the insurance man and the doctor had to be killed. A man killed them, Mrs. Farmer. Someone strong enough to run a car off the road and lift an unconscious man out of a window, feet first.
Who killed them, Mrs. Farmer?
Hey, you, stop! Stop! Lieutenant!
Otis has got something.
Well, let's get out on the fire escape.
Stop or I'll shoot!
There's a new line.
Somebody halfway up the fire escape. Look out, Otis!
Move over, Walt. Otis going to hit a herd of elephants in a broom closet.
I got him, Lieutenant!
He got him.
No, make him happy, Walt. Climb out there and see what we got.
Okay.
Yeah, just take it easy, honey.
Frank!
Yeah?
That guy Phillips, the one who owned the lodge, and he's dead.
Well, Mrs. Farmer, that's it. Want to tell me about it?
Oh, yes, it doesn't make any difference now.
Phillips killed your husband and the other two men?
Yes. We fell in love 3 summers ago. But he planned it. The whole thing was his idea.
Oh, sure, I know. But the state is pretty narrow-minded about those things, honey. Guy like that gets ideas and gets dead for it. You like his ideas, and you just got to get in some kind of trouble along the way.
Go on, Melonhead. Climb in. You're not hurt that bad.
You get shot, Otis?
No. But I'd like to ask you something, Shamus. Did you throw a shoe at me?
Again, here's your Rexall family druggist.
Whenever you're suffering the pain of a headache, remember, there's no faster-acting aspirin made than Rexall aspirin. When swallowed with water, the 5 full grains of pure aspirin in every Rexall tablet are ready to go to work for you even before they reach your stomach. Ask for Rexall aspirin at Rexall drugstores everywhere. There's no faster-acting aspirin made. And remember, you can depend on any drug product that bears the name Rexall.
Good health to all from Rexall. Richard Diamond, Private Detective, stars Dick Powell in the title role and is written by Blake Edwards, with music composed and conducted by Frank Worth. Featured in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, Ted DeCorsia, Wilms Herbert, Wally Mayer, Joan Banks, and Bill Boucher. Richard Diamond, Private Detective, is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime de Valle. This is Bill Foreman inviting you to be with us next Wednesday at this time when we will again bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective.
Hiya, beautiful.
Get lost, Bristlepuss. You need a shave.
But I have shaved. What else do you want me to do?
Silly boy, she wants you to go Stag.
Go Stag? But why?
Because Stag is Rexall's exclusive line of men's good grooming aids, like Stag Brushless Shave Cream. No fuss, no massage, just smooth it on, and presto, you get a clean, close shave. Your face stays smooth and whiskerless all day long.
I'll do it. I'll go Stag.
That's it. Join the Stag line now at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
Yes, to make girls care. Go Stag.
Wednesdays this fall, hear Groucho, Gildy, and the Halls of Ivy on NBC.